Dear Toastmasters, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, recently a dear buddy of mine fell in love with an adorable woman, slender, attractive, sweet smile, wearing red stiletto heels. You could say he fell heels over head. Were you surprised, you may ask? Well, not really. It was a kind of wake-up call, or a call to action. Falling in love is wonderful. We should do it more often. It brings movement, change, personal growth. We can't have enough of that. So, I decided to go to the internet to look for suitable candidates to fall in love with myself. Men who like Toastmasters. Ted. The music of Richard Wagner. Obscure 19th century poetry. Magnum Infinity. Or beef stew. I created a profile on a very big international dating site. I know it's very popular because when I was on there doing my research, I noticed that 92,783 people were online at that moment. That is the population of Krasnoyarsk in Russia. Or Leeuwarden in the north of Holland. That is a lot of people. Not all men, of course, but still. So, I put on some pictures, recent ones, flattering ones. I described my hobbies and interests. I included reading and walking to convey a more traditional vibe, because men in general like conventional women. I included some of my favorites. My favorite food, my favorite books, my favorite movies, like Fight Club, Blade Runner, The Shawshank Redemption. Men like those movies. And so do I. So, what are the results so far? Well, 87 men visited my profile. 7 left me a message. 4 of those had more than 3 words. And 3 of those could have been written to any woman on the internet. For example, Cupid Zeeks Venus 65. He writes, "Hello, sweet smile. I'm very intrigued by your profile. I know you hear all the nice comments all the time. But I would love it if I could be the one to always put that smile from ears to ears on your face. I know I got what it takes to make that happen. Let me know if I'm possibly not out of your league, because I'm really interested in knowing you. He showed a picture of a portly, bald gentleman standing next to a table with a very small, scraggly Christmas tree decorated with 2.5 balls in his hand. An empty champagne glass. Well, candidates do show pictures of themselves. You would imagine they preferably would show clear shots. You could see eyes, you could see their face, preferably dressed, and preferably not having a woman on their arm or sitting in their lap. But no, many men show pictures of themselves wearing some kind of hat or sunglasses. And some feel compelled to show their naked body. Tattoo Junk 28, for example. He showed pictures of his chest and back covered in tattoos. Eyes, nose, and ears pierced. Dressed in tattoos, if it were. So, part of the fun is reading the descriptions. Femani, 73, says, I'm a bit of a raconteur and a bon vivant. Because from Sweden. He is wearing a very large hat to illustrate the point. Eyes invisible. Crusade Rabbit, 62, says, I'm a reformed druid. Druids worship trees. I worship plywood. Crusade includes pictures showing his wallpaper dotted with flowers and a wooden table set for 2 in the kitchen. Looks cozy enough. And little guy, 59, well, I'll skip him. He does event well. I want to end with my 3 tips. Is there still hope? Yes, we all know love is perennial. Here are 3 tips. Think of a memorable, relevant nickname. Stay away from cliches. Show a clear picture. Keep your shirt on. Work on your text. Organize your material. Be sincere. Be truthful. And if you think you're funny, show. Don't tell.